Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush Guru, here to help you with level 6 and beyond. We're going to try to get from 6 to 10 today. So we can see that I've beaten all of these levels 1 through 5 in my first try. And the way we can tell is we've got a golden dot with a crown. Now this only happens if you beat the level on the first try and only in the new platform. And under the old platform you don't get that little bonus, and really it's just a fun little accolade to look at. It doesn't get you anything else. So we're going to jump into level 6 and see what we're supposed to do. Our goal is new. It's to clear all the jelly. Previously we did points. Now we have to take out the jelly. And you'll see sometimes the jelly is single thick and sometimes it's double thick. Right now it's just going to be single thick. So we can kind of see through it. It's a bit translucent. Later it'll get a little bit darker. Now already we have an opportunity here to make a striped candy. I'm going to take it not only because I get a stripe, but it's also going to take out the 4 jelly. All we have to do is make a match on the jelly to remove them. We've got 12 total jelly to remove, and we haven't removed any of them yet. So we still have 12 out of 12 to take out in 16 moves. So that automatically reduced us 8 out of 12 in 15 moves now. And we're just going to keep making moves that make sense for what we're trying to do. I can take out 3 candies, 3 jellies that way. I can take out a couple this way. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to have some moves left over. On a points level, I never have moves left over because I have to use all my moves on a points level. But here, I accomplished the mission with 11 moves left. So it gives me something to gobble up, to use up the rest of those moves and give me extra points. There's our little golden crown. On to the next level. Oh, and now at level 7 or after level 6 we have a booster unlocked. It's the Lollipop hammer. So congratulations, you have unlocked a new booster. We often just call this the Lolly hammer. And what that means is it's an in-game booster that we can use. We don't have any boosters, entry boosters that we can bring into the game yet. We'll get those. You'll see those in a little bit, probably during this video. There's our little crown. But when we go into level 7, we're going to clear the jelly. And now up here, it shows us the in-game boosters that we have. Again, this is going to remind us of the crown. 1 try. Finish this level on your first try to get a special reward, and you just get the crown. Okay, so we have 50 moves to clear out 52 jelly. I've got a switch hand. We don't know about that yet. I've got a UFO. We don't know about that yet. I can buy these, but I don't have them gifted. There's a paintbrush. I don't know about that yet. I could buy those. And then there's a lolly hammer, and they gave me 3 to start me out. I can click on this, and then let's say I click here. It'll totally take out not only that blue, but also that jelly, and then everything else will kind of cascade down. It's really important if you have a really hard level and you're just about to beat it, but oh shoot, you've got 1 jelly left on the board and you can't get it on your last turn, then you could take the lolly hammer and remove it. There are other applications as well. So we've got a couple of stripes on the board. We're going to make more stripes. So we've got so many more of these jelly to remove at this time. So now we're going to talk about a little bit of strategy. I'm going to make moves low to the ground to encourage cascading. I'm going to set these off together and take out a nice row and column. I'm going to look for taking out 2 or 3 jelly at a time if I'm able. Here I should be able to cascade this yellow almost into position, and now I can get it further into position. So I've made a stripe, and now I have the potential to get a color bomb. I see this too. Let's look for that potential. I can't line up 3 candies here, so I'm not going to bother with that. Instead I'm going to go ahead and take this. Well, I'm going to hold off a bit. This will take out a swath of 3 by 3, but it's up where it would just get the edge of this. So instead what I'm going to do is make this move a little bit low to the ground. It brings this down a bit. I'm going to bring it down just a bit more. And so now it's going to take out 3, it's going to take out this column because both of them are in this column. I've explained this in one of the other videos. It's going to take out the column to the left and the column to the right. Because they're in different rows, I have to choose which is going to be the pivot candy. If I make this the pivot candy, it takes out this row, the row on top and the row on bottom. But I want to make it this row, the row on top and the row on bottom, because that's where I have my jelly. So I'm going to push the blue into the red, and that'll make the red the pivot color. And that's how we clear out all of the jelly on this level. We still have 41 moves left, so we're probably going to have those jellyfish come and gobble everything up. In future levels, we'll have some of these candies turn into stripes for our unused moves. There's our little golden crown. On to the next level after the freeze. It didn't show up right away for the first 5 levels that we were getting the golden crown, but it awarded it to us when we came back in. So now we have 17 jellies to remove, we know, in 20 moves, but we've got a smaller board. And whereas I like to make moves low to the ground to encourage cascading, sometimes I make moves up high here because sometimes these upper areas are more difficult to reach until I don't really have a good move. And then I might make a move lower to the ground to encourage that cascading and see what I can get to happen. And I have to kind of look back and forth. Do I want to play high or do I want to play low? If I've got a good move high, that's what I take. If I don't, then I play low to the ground. Oh, I can make a special here. Is it a valuable special? Well, it does take out a jelly. I'm actually going to do this one first, and then this one. And as I make moves here, I have to keep watching back up here to see if it's created any new situation for me. Sure, we'll make another special here. And then let's see. Ooh, I'm going to bring the green into alignment. You see how if I do this, it lines up the green? Okay. So now I've got just one more to get, and I've got a few specials over here. I've got 8 moves left. There we go. And now I'm going to get awarded for these specials. Even after the game ends, they're going to take off and they're going to give me the points. Plus, I'm going to get points for all of the unused moves. Now here I didn't quite get 3 stars. So I can always choose to go back and play that for 3 stars. Congratulations, we have unlocked the jellyfish. We've seen the jellyfish in action. And now we have a booster, and this is an entry booster. I can bring those jellyfish in with me. So I could go back and replay level 8 and get 3 stars, and I usually do that while I'm waiting to unlock new levels. Although I don't know if we have to unlock new levels in the new platform. Okay, so now this is the jellyfish. I could select this. I've got 3 of them. The way to select it is I click it, and it has a check mark to show that I'm using it. If I decide, oh, no, I think I want to try this on my own without the jellyfish, I uncheck it. It just toggles back and forth. So I'm going to go without, and I'm going to clear all the jelly in one try. All right, now the trick to this is I've got these little isolated areas here, and they're tough to reach. So I have to be a bit more careful on this level than I have been on most. Can I get these top ones? No. I can set up to make a nice striped candy, but it's vertically striped instead of horizontally striped, so it's not going to be as beneficial. Instead, I'm going to go for this. Before I lose the opportunity, I'm going to take that move that seems right to me, and then I'm going to do this. It's easier to work in the center, so I'm going to work on the sides if I can. Oh, now I think I'll make a stripe. Yeah, all of these stripes are kind of inconsequential to my motivation here. This stripe is what I need. Oh, actually, I'm going to be doing this. Look at this. I've made a striped wrapped combo, and I've dropped this stripe here. Now notice I can make a color bomb, and color bombs can be very helpful, but I'm going to go with this instead. This is going to take out a swath of 3 by 3. Remember, I'm going to push the purple into the orange. So the orange is the pivotal, and it'll take this row out, right? And then it's also going to strike here, which will take this row out, and then I'll just have a little bit of cleanup with my remaining moves. There we go. We reached into the recesses. Those are the types of moves you need to be looking for on a board like this. And now I should just be able to kind of play around here until I get the orange to match up. There we go. If I were really looking for stars, I would be more careful and make sure that I did reach it, but that I get 3 stars by making more specials. Color bombs are the best point getters on a board like this. All right, and on to level 10. So we unlocked 2 boosters today, an in-game booster and an entry booster. And now look at this. We've got this little bubblegum troll, and he looks very ominous, and there's this cloud here, and everything's kind of dark and purple. It's a hard level. So we have to be careful and really pay attention to what our mission is. It used to be that I would play this game and I would jump in and I would be almost done with my moves and then go, oh, I totally did not even recognize what I was supposed to be doing. But here I have to clear out 39 jelly. I've already gotten 8 of them, so I have 31 left to clear out in 40 moves. And I see an opportunity to make a color bomb, so I'm going to grab it. And I've already got a wrapped candy on the board that happened to just divinely occur. Now right around this area is where I have to be careful, because this is the area that, you know, it has these divots. It has this divot, which makes everything else just a little bit more difficult to reach. I could have made a wrapped candy there. I'm not really paying attention very much to my specials. Let me do that. I could make a stripe this way. I can't quite make a color bomb because I can't bring that red down without dropping the other red. But I can make a stripe here. Of course, I can take these things out. Now I'm just kind of going around the board seeing where I have jelly to remove and how best to do it. Now, oftentimes people want to preserve their color bombs to match with a special, and that's always helpful. But just taking out a color will concentrate everything else. I'm going to do this, which is going to make a striped candy. But it's also going to detonate this because I'm going to be matching this up with the same colors. And so the stripe, it's going to be horizontal because I'm pulling it horizontally. So it's going to hit this. It's going to take out all of the jelly too, but it's also going to hit this. This is going to take out the most prevalent color on the board. To me it looks like it's going to be purple, but we'll see. Oh, it dropped down before it's sent off. Things operate differently on the new platform than they used to, and I'm just not used to how they send things off. So now we're going to make another color bomb here. If I struck this with that lolly hammer, it would still take out the most prevalent color on the board. Sometimes what I like to do with these color bombs is see where I need them most. I have 2 left. I can take out all purple from the board. I can't take out blue, but I could just do this. So that's how I beat levels 6 through 10. If anything is hanging you up, please put that in the comment section. I would be happy to respond and try to help you come up with a strategy or explain things better if I went too quickly on something. If you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.